Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at a very interesting topic in C, which is pointers. But before we look at pointers, we need to look at addresses, which we've seen before when we were using scanf, but now we're going to formally see it. An address is simply a location where a certain variable is stored, and we can print this address and see what it looks like. So we're going to create a file called pointers.c, and we're going to put in our template code, hashtag include standard.io.h, and we're going to have a comment that's going to describe our main function, which is going to explain pointers and addresses, and it's going to return 0. Now we're going to write our main function, and inside our main function we're going to first initialize and declare a variable, let's say int n, and we're going to initialize it to 5. Now we can print the address of the n variable using a symbol we've used before, which is the ampersand symbol. So we're going to use printf, and we're going to say the address of n is, now we're going to be using a new identifier that is used to identify addresses, which is %p, and we're going to substitute in place of %p the address of n, which is ampersand n, and we can add a new line at the end, and we're going to return 0. Now we can save the file and see what happens. Now first we're going to compile the file, then we can run it. As you can see, it gives us the address of our variable n. But keep in mind that this number will not be the same as the number you see on your computer, because it's going to be based on the memory your computer gives this variable, so it's going to be different on different machines. But overall, this is how you can get the address of a variable. Now to look at pointers, when we want to store this address in a variable, we're going to use pointers. So simply put, a pointer is a special type of variable, is a special type of data type that is used to store the address of another variable. So in this case, we can initialize our pointer and declare our pointer. The syntax to declare a pointer is similar to that of other data types. It's going to be the data type followed by the name of the pointer, and before the name we have an asterisk symbol that is going to show that this is not just a normal data type, but it is a pointer. So that is how you declare a pointer. So the data type means it's going to be the data type of whatever the pointer is going to be pointing to. So for example, now we're going to have a pointer that's going to point to n. So since n is an integer, so the data type of our pointer is also going to be an integer. So we can declare that now. So we're going to say int star, we can name our pointer pt, and we're going to set it equals to, as I said, it's going to store an address, so we're going to set it equals to ampersand n. So that's it, you've just declared a pointer. Now when it comes to its uses, one very important use it has is called dereferencing. And what that means is you can access the value of n using a pointer that is going to be pointing to n. So that means using the pt pointer, we can change the value of n from 5 to another number. We can see this by, before we use the pointer, we're going to first print n itself. So we're going to say the value of n is %d followed by a new line, and we're going to substitute in n. This is going to print the value of n. Now to dereference a pointer, we're going to use the same syntax. It's going to be asterisk followed by the pointer's name. So if you're using asterisk without declaring a pointer, it's used for dereferencing, but when you use it to declare, it's used to declare the pointer itself. So in this case, we're going to have asterisk pt. Now we have got the value of n, so we're going to set that equals to, let's say, 10. So now we're going to printf the value of n. So in this case, it should be 10. This is going to be %d followed by a new line, and we're going to substitute in n. Now we can save our file and see what happens. We're going to compile it again. And when we run our file, we get the following. So the address of n is what we saw before. As you can see, first, before we used the dereferencing to change the value of n was 5, but after using dereferencing, we were able to change the value of n to 10. This is a very basic and simple use of pointers, but they have many uses which we'll be seeing in projects we're going to do in the future. But this is just an introduction to pointers. It also has a function related to strings, which we're going to see in coming videos. So for now, this is all about pointers in C.
As always, you can find the video code in the description, and you'll also find exercises with their solutions. And thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more programming videos.